Good seeing you, DJ. Thanks. Good seeing you. God bless, brother. Jules, good seeing you. Chris, good seeing you. Saint, good seeing you. Love Pugs, good seeing you. Coop, Stephanie, Bluebird, good seeing you. Gina, good seeing you. Vivian, good seeing you. Anissa, Jules, good seeing everybody. Desi, good seeing you. Nastasha, good seeing you. Henry, good seeing you. Ed, good seeing you. Good seeing everybody. God bless, Ed. Cerise, good seeing you. Pray for Cerise. John, pray for John. AP, good seeing you. I got to write that down. AP, good seeing you. Belinda, good seeing you. Regina, good seeing you. Stella, good seeing you. Kathy, good seeing you. Linda, good seeing you. His Everlasting Kingdom, good seeing you. Bluebird. Angie's, good seeing you. Tracy. God bless, Ed. Good seeing you, brother. Lizzie, good seeing you. Angela. Diane, Kathy, good seeing you. Yeah, I was going to go over that. Sherry, good seeing you. Lindsay, good seeing you. Kathy, good seeing you. Repo Man, good seeing you. Good seeing you, Repo Man. God bless. God bless, Stella. You're in Columbus. I'm in Michigan. Good seeing you. The storm is coming. Good seeing you. John, good seeing you. Kathy in Indiana, good seeing you. Am, good seeing you. Charlie, good seeing you. Good seeing everybody. I'm going to get started. Hope everybody's doing well. This is pretty long. I got a lot of stuff to go over. Our nuclear subs, as I said, Shira told me, I'm going to get right to the point right at the beginning. Shira said everybody in Kuwait's really nervous. Everybody in Kuwait is kind of freaking out, let's say. Our nuclear subs just got to Kuwait. They got there yesterday. They're getting ready. There's the most nuclear subs, and I put it in I couldn't put all the words. Russian subs has amassed the most subs they've ever had off the coast of Alaska that they've ever had. This is just reported 2 days ago. So as we're putting our nuclear subs in Kuwait, off the coast of Kuwait, at our naval base in Kuwait, getting ready. From what Shira said it will go down Friday night. From what her source in Kuwait said, and her source has been correct before, so I will get over it. Now let's get over the elephant in the room. A lot of people are looking at the full moon tonight. Actually, 726 right here. Some people harpazo. This is October 27th or October 17th, 2024 at 7:26 in the morning. That is when the full moon will be the brightest, the most percentage. This will be in the morning just before sunrise. This is what people are looking at. It's also going to be Friday to the 18th. Friday to 18th, it's going to be full moon from right now, actually, and it's going to be a full moon, the most brightness at 7:26 in the morning. Well, I'm not getting up in the morning. I'm gonna sleep in because my rapture meter is not good for this. And I'm gonna go over everything. Could we be up on the third day? Yes, we could be up on the third day. Jesus rose on the third day. Most people know that Jesus was died on a full moon. He rose on the third day of Tabernacles. So, as I said before, and I've showed in my other videos, could we be third day? Third day would be the 19th. Something happened between now. Yes, it could. Everything's pointing to the 8th day of Tabernacles, which is right here. Now, there's two individuals that put out videos about the 8 days of Tabernacles, or an event happening this weekend, and the 8th day of Tabernacles. I'll use their videos because 8th day of Tabernacles, if you know anything about Tabernacles, it's cleansing by water. I will get into it. Cleansing by water. The tabernacle is cleansed by water. We are having a water event. We will have a water event, which it will be here around the Tabernacles, the 8th day of Tabernacles right here. With the temple is cleansed by water. The temple is cleansed by water. I will go over it all. I got a lot of stuff to go over. As I said, Daniel, in Daniel chapter 10, it was the 21st day of the first month. As I said before, he was fasting for 21 days. And on the 21st day of the first month, Michael came down to him. As I said, that 21 days would be right here around the 8th day of Tabernacles. If you're saying this was the first month, or if you say it was the third, it's right in this time frame right here. But I am watching the events that happened. Jesus said, this is Jesus' own words in Luke 21:36. Jesus said in Luke 21:36, he said, watch and pray always that you are accounted worthy to escape all these things that come to pass and stand before the Son of Man? Jesus also said in Luke 24, a few verses before that, where he said he was telling you everything that will happen. He said in the prophets and all the Psalms concerning me, Jesus is going to be, he said in all the prophets, you can, John had a vision. All of our visions and dreams that we've all had, all of our visions and dreams, as it talks about in Joel and in Acts, it talks about the dreams and visions. That's what he's talking about also. All of us have had an event happen when we leave, not just me, many, many more people. So this is exactly what it's talking about. I have not seen my event yet. It says terror by night, destruction by noonday. That's in Psalms 91. I believe they're going to turn off the lights. I've talked about this before. They're going to cut the power, a cyber attack. As I said, this is in Jeremiah 39. It says right here, Elam. This is a nuclear blast. This is right here. They shall be scattered. This is exactly what it says about America in Daniel chapter 11. Scattered towards the four winds of heaven. This happens first. It talks about Iran. It talks about right here, dismay before their enemies. I have not seen this happen yet. Dismayed before their enemies, before they seek their life and bring evil upon them, consume them. The Christians, as Shira's friend is in Kuwait, very worried about this, effects on them, because he is a Christian and he knows about this. As I said before, Elam is Iran. As I said, Jeremiah 50:14. This happens. I believe this will happen very shortly after that. It says they all bend their bow and shoot at her. They have sinned against the Lord round about. Dismay. So this happens next. There's always a recompense. If you know the Chinese people do not do nothing out of honor. They are very honorable people. They do not do anything unless there's a recompense. China does not react unless they are recompensed on. I believe at the same time that we attack Iran, they will attack Taiwan. I believe this will happen about the same time. And as we know, Taiwan is encircled with armies right now, just as Iran is, and just as the United States is. So, as I said before, the Bible overrules anybody's date. The Bible overrules anybody's date. And I will be sleeping in the morning unless I have a million people tinging me in the morning saying Iran was attacked. But the Bible overrules anybody's date with me. Anybody else can pick a date. There's people that are also watching in the morning. We'll see. But my date is always overruled by the Bible. That's why I have backed off it many of times. This is the alliance. This is the alliance right here. Iran, China, Iran, Russia, Korea. The axis of authority states wants these people right here. If we take out one of them, they are going to recompense us. They are going to recompense us. If we strike Iran, they've already said that they would attack us. Sorry about that. I gotta wait a minute. Main reason why I go on live like this is so people can talk. I might have messed up, but anyway. Yeah, I just messed up everything. Yeah, I might have just got rid of everything. That's what happens. That's what happens when you have a lot of tabs up. Praise the Lord. Look at that. He restored everything. Sorry about that. What do you know? Just restored everything. Praise the Lord. Anyway, always praise the Lord. Always praise the Lord. Thank you, Lord. Like I said, I go live so people can chat anyway, but the fact of the matter is there's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, Biden, as I said before, Biden is leaving the country. I'm going to talk about this. He's leaving the country. He's leaving the country on the 17th, which is tomorrow. And he's going to be out of the country the 18th. He's going to be gone all week, actually. He's going to Europe. He's going to Germany. He's leaving Friday. And this, as I said before, this is Micah chapter 4. This is either, I said this is either, it's either has to be Israel or the United States. It talks about in Micah chapter 4, it talks about Israel, and then it talks about Babylon, both of them. Biden's going to be out of the country on the 17th and the 18th, but he's going to actually be gone all weekend. He's going to Ukraine also. He's going to Germany. He's going to Germany. I want to talk about this. This was sent to me by Lisa.
On top of the Great Pyramids in Egypt.
I want to talk about this because
I've seen this. I have something to add that's going to completely blow your mind. Obviously, on the surface, this is just an insane video seeing a dog on top of this massive pyramid. Now, what people aren't really thinking of is the significance. I'm talking specifically about a dog on top of a pyramid typically symbolizes a connection to the afterlife and the Egyptian god Anubis, who is often depicted as a jackal-headed dog in an ancient Egypt and were associated with guiding the dead into the afterlife. The reason they show a dog on top of a pyramid because it represents the highest point or the most powerful visualization of this concept. For those of you that live more in the spiritual world and make those types of connections, dogs in ancient Egypt were super linked and very important to each other. In fact, dogs were sacred animals and were associated with the afterlife, death, and the cult of Osiris. Dogs were also considered divine vessels, intermediaries between gods and mortals. For burials, dogs were introduced into Egyptian religious tenets, and the dead were buried in tombs. Dogs were thought to act as companions and guides to humans in the afterlife. Dogs were also used as guardians, pets, and helpers for hunting. So think about this.
So the fact of the matter is there's dogs on the pyramids. There's dogs on the pyramids. This relates to me. Lisa sent this to me. Thank you, Lisa. I was told when I got lifted out of here, I was told those when I was looking forward, I was going forward, I was looking at Jesus, I was going forward, and I was told those Jesus said those dogs 3 times. And dogs represent the heathen. And then I was told 10 days. When I was told 10 days at that time. So that's very interesting. There's dogs on top of the pyramid, and in Thin Air showed it in his video. Trump's supposed to be at McDonald's on Sunday. I'm going to talk about this in a minute. Trump's supposed to be at McDonald's. He's supposed to be a fry cook, and this is on Sunday. I'm going to go over this. He's also supposed to be in New York City. Somebody got me some information about he's supposed to be in New York City on Friday the 17th. No, tomorrow. He's supposed to be in New York City tomorrow, or in New York City. Somebody sent me some information on it. I can't find it. I look for it. So many people send me stuff. I couldn't find it. As I showed right here, I want to go over this. These are this right here. These are against the United States. They would come against the United States. Well, Iran is one of them. This is Putin. Putin talked yesterday. Yeah, somebody said he's supposed to be in New York City tomorrow. Somebody sent me some information on it. I can't find it. He's supposed to be at the 119th floor. Also, too, the 19th is 9/11. The 19th, I think, is Saturday, is 9/11. Yeah, 9/11 is October is 10. Then 1/19 would be Saturday. The 19th would be 9/11. So all these countries, and as Putin said, he's backing Iran and sent them Iran. So this was just sent to me a little bit ago, 3 hours ago. It says Israel fires on UN troops. And as we know, the UN will finally come against Israel after America's gone. And they fire on Russia prepares for war with NATO. So this was just a few hours ago. Somebody sent me that. This was also came out today. This is one of the videos. Decoding Reality. He's looking at the 21st, which is this weekend, which, like I said, it should happen Friday night going into the 19th, which would be 9/11. He has that Tishri 19. He's talking about that in right here.
Hey guys, today's October 16th, 2024. So I'm looking at October 21st and thinking that may be another war date. Well, that happens to be Netanyahu's 75th birthday. It's also Tishri 19, which is 119, 9/11 backwards on the Jewish calendar. You take a look at this image from Pet Goat. You see Bin Laden wearing the 7-3 on his turban. He has a CIA patch. And this date is also exactly 703 weeks after bin Laden died, and also happens to be 77 years and 33 days after the CIA was founded. So we have the double 7 and 3 matching with the CIA, connecting with the turban along with bin Laden's death. And this scene also depicts the war with Iran. I mean, it probably is multi-layered war with other countries as well, but this is like the Strait of Hormuz, the iceberg that he's on, and that points towards Iran. And we see the eclipse in the scene. And what happened this month? Iran attacked Israel one day before the eclipse happened on October 2nd.
I'll share his video, but this is exactly where the subs are, the exact by Kuwait, and I'll show you on a map. This is exactly where the subs are at. They're right off. We have a naval base in Kuwait, and it's right in this area. I will share his video, Decoding Reality. I will share it right after this. I'll post it on my Facebook or on my community page. This was 38 minutes ago. U.S. troops and American air defense are now fully deployed in Israel and ready for the upcoming war with Iran. So they are fully, the U.S., this was 38 minutes ago. U.S. troops and American air defense are now fully deployed to Israel and ready for war with Iran. This was just a few minutes ago. So, as I said, I believe it's this weekend. 1 hour ago. Right here. Who's in control? This is hilarious. It says, President Obama was seen scolding Joe Biden at Ethel Kennedy's memorial service, according to viewers. Biden is seen looking confused and worried as Obama looks him directly in the eyes while speaking. This is hilarious. Clown show. This is hilarious. Right there. Clown show. So Biden's leaving tomorrow. He'll be leaving, actually, he's leaving tomorrow night. Netanyahu visits the defense systems. This looks bad. Cyber attack against Israel. This stuff's going on right now. This will probably, like I said, this will probably happen this weekend. It's supposed to happen Friday, matter of fact. It's supposed to happen Friday. As you can see, as I showed, this was 7 hours ago. It says new alliance against the West, Axis, China, Russia, Iran, and Korea. If we take out recompense, if we take out Iran, this would be recompense. They would come after us. We sent more money to Iran suspends nuclear talks. Here's the, as you can see, this is also confirms what I confirmed about our nuclear subs in Kuwait. Biden administration orders more troops, aircraft, air defense, and equipment to Israel in preparation for a massive attack on Iran. This is this weekend. As I said, it's supposed to happen Friday when Biden leaves the country. This is the air defense I just showed you. This was reported 3 days ago. It's being set up right now. This was sent to by Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. This is the day of Cat 5. It says the movie. It's called. It's a water event. It says Day of Destruction, Cat 5. The fact of the matter is, this is a cleansing event, and this is on the 8th day of Tabernacles, and this is what it says in Isaiah. Thanks, Lisa. This is exactly what this is what Baby Earthwatch was talking about. This is going to be the hurricane's going to be here roughly around the last day of Tabernacles. BRICS summit is coming. They're going to ditch the dollar. That's coming next week. Somebody was asking about your police, and they're talking about using force. In other words, using weapons. This is in the X-Files.
Driven not only by corporate greed, but a darker objective.
The takeover of America.
And then the world itself, by any means necessary, however violent, or cruel, or efficient. By severe drought, brought on by weather wars, conducted secretly using aerial contaminants and high-altitude electromagnetic waves. In a state of perpetual war. To create problem, reaction, solution scenarios to distract, enrage, and enslave American citizens at home. With tools like the Patriot Act and the National Defense Authorization Act, which abridge the Constitution in the name of national security. The militarization of
the militarization is what they're talking about. The militarization is what they're talking about. That's exactly what people are talking about right now. A lot of people were talking about it while this was on the X-Files. When you use the military, or when you use your police force as military and shoot to kill, that's exactly what he's talking about.
National Defense Authorization Act, which abridged the Constitution in the name of national security. The militarization of police forces in cities across the U.S., the building of prison camps by the federal...
So that's exactly what he was talking about. So this was in the X-Files about the cyber attack. It happens on the Friday. I want to thank everybody that sent me something. Greatly appreciated. Like I said, Shira said it will happen on Friday. They're very worried. Yeah, Shira. I'll say her exact words. Says, this is from her friend. Yeah, nuclear submarines here in the Middle East. It just arrived. It's going to go down. The U.S. will nuke Iran. It says it will happen Friday. So that's what he said. The attack this Friday morning. Here is what they are confirming. So, as I said, this is going to happen Friday. I don't know if you know this. This happened. People were talking about it. This happened about the video. Most people saw it. It was on the steps. About, you know what, right here. The figures. This just happened a few hours ago. Israel Army announced they destroyed Hezbollah command center in Lebanon. This was just a few hours ago. Israel Army announced that they destroyed Hezbollah's command center in Lebanon. Most people might know this right here, 0 hour. Iran has a big surprise. I wonder what that is. They have a big surprise. It could be nothing. This was sent to me by John. Thank you, John. Thank you very much. Russian army now on the move, utterly massive. I did have a Kuwait. Here it is. Here it is right here. That's what I was going to show you. This is the map. This is the map right here. As you can see, Decoding Reality had the map of here, right here. This is the UAE. Our base is right there in Kuwait, right by Iraq, right here, Kuwait, right here. That's where the subs are at, right there. Here is Iran, right here. And as you can see, the naval base is Camp Patriot, Kuwait Naval Base. This is where we are at. This is where the subs are at, right here. Are right here in Kuwait. It's right here. Right here, right by Iran. It's right here. The U.S. 5th Fleet headquarters is right here, right in this area, right here in Kuwait. So that's exactly where the subs are. Now I want to go over this because this is one of the days I'm watching, a big day. This is a big day. It's the 8th day of Tabernacles. And this was put out, and I will share his video. It's called The Return of the King. The Return of the King, he's already got 11,000 views, and this came out four hours ago. And as you can see, the Return of the King, this is the 8th day right here, the wedding right here, the moon. He's got everything right here. He's looking at the 8th day of Tabernacles, and I will share his video. For the day of the rapture. Since that video, I got an answer. That's what this video is about. A word of warning first. Everything I share with you is my interpretation of the Bible. Good deal. Like I say, I agree. It's all our interpretation. As I said, he says the same thing. Like I said, I believe events will happen first. I will show his video, but he's looking at the 8th day of Tabernacles, and I will go over it. As I said, I'm watching for the hurricane to come. It's a cleansing event. Here it is, the 8th day of Tabernacles. Here's where you can look at it. Look it up. 8th day of Tabernacles. It's a solemn assembly. The solemn assembly. As I said before, this also lines up with Daniel chapter 10. This also lines up with Daniel chapter 10, because Daniel, on the 21st day of the first month, he was fasting for 3 whole weeks. As there's only 2 times, as I said before, there's only 2 times that the Jews fast, and that is Passover and Tabernacles. And Tabernacles, if you go from here, the 21st day of the first month is the 25th right here, and that is the last day of Tabernacles, the 8th day of Tabernacles, which is right here. So that's why I'm watching it. I'm going to talk about the hurricane. As you can see, this is in Ezekiel 36:25, and it says, "Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and you shall be clean. From all your fullness and from your idols I will cleanse ye." This is in Ezekiel 36:25. This is water. This is water. You will be cleansed. That's why there isn't a watering event. There is water. There's a hurricane coming. As I said, it will be here about the last day of Tabernacles. And for a whole week, I'll be watching it to see how close it comes. But as you can see, Jesus, you are cleansed by water. That's why you're supposed to get baptized. People can tell you whatever you want. But, and after this, Jesus always referred to the Old Testament. Jesus always referred to the Old Testament. I will show you right here, because I asked people in my video, and like I said, it's Isaiah. I asked people, I said, where does the Bible verse, the flowers will flow, but my words will last forever? And you know what everybody gave me? Everybody gave me the New Testament. It's 48. And I knew it. Everybody gave me the New Testament. When I asked people, where is it? It says, the same as this, but my words shall stand forever. Everybody gave me Luke or Matthew, because Jesus said this. Jesus said this, didn't he not? And where is it in the New Testament? Since I just showed you in the Old Testament where it is. And I had everybody give me the New Testament. Where is it in the Old Testament? Everybody gave me the New Testament verse, but it is in the Old Testament. So every time Jesus quotes something, it's in the Old Testament. And actually, it's his parables. So this is a water event. I got off track, but this is a water event. I will sprinkle clean water on you, and you shall be clean in your fullness, and of all your idols will I cleanse you. This is in Isaiah. Now the Feast of Tabernacles. The Feast of Tabernacles, the living water, living water of the Feast of Tabernacles. This is in John. For when is John describing the last great day of the Feast of Tabernacles? John 7:37. Preparation for the Feast of Tabernacles. The Feast of Booths, same thing. The last great day, the Feast of Tabernacles. The last great day of the Feast of Tabernacles, John refers to. Right here, the blessing. Water is drawn from the pool and brought to the temple, poured on the altar. This is the Feast of Tabernacles. Water's put on. Like I said, it's a cleansing. This is also in Exodus Exodus 40, water was used. Jesus washed the disciples' feet as they were mocking him. And you know what I'm talking about. It says, in that day, living waters will flow from Jerusalem. With joy you will draw water from the wells of salvation. So, the last day of Tabernacles, that's what I'm watching. We'll see what happens. This was just yesterday. This was today. Actually, this was today. This was today. Russian submarine activity earns top general greatest attention. This was just today. This was just 6 days ago. It says Russian subs in Atlantic, more activity we've ever seen in years. This is the video right here. It was 6 days ago.
Earlier, on April this year, with increasing audacity, Russia is making its presence felt in the Atlantic Ocean, as demonstrated by the amplified deployment of its nuclear submarines. The escalating numbers of Russian nuclear submarines maneuvering in the Atlantic are a clear signal for NATO to remain vigilant. It's been speculated by various analysts that Russia has designated as many as 11 nuclear submarines to operate in this specific region.
So I showed you the significance of 11. Something I wanted to bring to your attention also. This was Biden. He just said this yesterday on the 14th. He said this on the 14th. It says Biden warned Iran that killing Trump would be act of war. War coverage, act of war. I said this before, this is Trump. This is so comical. This is so comical because this figure has gold shoes on. This figure has gold shoes on it, and Trump sold gold shoes just a while ago. Trump sold gold shoes. Trump sold gold shoes. Here they are right here. Gold shoes. Here he is with them. Trump sold gold shoes. You can see them right here. Right there they are, gold shoes. This figure has gold sandals on. He doesn't have tennis shoes, but he has gold sandals on. His little thing right here is gold, right at the bottom of it. You can see right here. Right here, this is gold. Then he has gold sandals on. But the fact of the matter is Biden said that if they kill Trump, if Iran kills Trump, would be an act of war coverage. And this is exactly what they show here. Trump figure with dead or whatever. As I said, the Lord showed me he will be dead. And then you have war coverage and stock market crash. So the water event, I'm going to go over it a minute. As you can see, the water event's going to be right here, cleansing with water. As I said, when I was lifting up, I saw 2 pillars of water. It reminded me of the 10 Commandments when Moses split the sea in half. It was similar to that, but they were actually pillars of water. And it reminded me of when I left, I saw 2 pillars of water. I saw a tunnel. And then I went into a room, and I said that, and that's the 2 moons first, whatever, the event. So we'll see what happens. Is that going to happen on the last day of Tabernacles? We'll see. But overriding everything, the hurricane will be here about in here. Friday it will be it'll be coming up on Mexico. This weekend, the 20th, right in here, be coming up on Mexico. Roughly 3 days later, it'll be hitting the coast, as I talked about with the hurricane. It's supposed to. We should know more by this weekend, but as I said before, this overrules everything with me. The dates. Will I be sleeping in the morning? Yes, I'll be sleeping in the morning. And I backed off dates before. People wonder why. Well, this is why right here I back off dates. I back off dates because everything has to be fulfilled. And so we'll see what happens. So good seeing everybody. I will put up my this stuff on my backup or on my community page, these videos. But yeah, I saw the Return of the Kings video. It came out very shortly, came out a few hours ago. And he's looking at the last day of Tabernacles also. I will put his video up on my community page because this is when I believe the water event will happen also. The water event will happen right here. There's always been a water event. I mean, Moses, Noah, it's always been a water event, and that's what I'm watching. So, also Jonah, there was a water event. In Acts, there was a water event. So, good seeing everybody. The 20th, 20 days from Rosh Hashanah is the 24th. Yes. That's what I'm watching. 24 days, exactly, Carly. Now, some people are saying, Darla will say it will happen the next day, which would be the 25th. But yes, and he was on his face for 4 days. Michael came and got him. As Jesus said, 3 days. So, Hoover Dam, yes, also the Hoover Dam. I will go over that too. But yeah, we are in the 88, as I said before, with the Hoover Dam. So good seeing everybody. God bless. Good seeing everybody. Beverly, good seeing everybody. We'll see what happens, and hope everybody's doing well. We'll see what happens. We should see by praise and worship Saturday morning, and the stock market will crash next week. It could crash next week as we see war coverage. If it starts this weekend, then we would see the stock market crash. That's what we would see. God bless. Good seeing everybody. God bless. Hope everybody's doing well. Thanks to my mods. You do a great job.